Next Flight Investors. What's the next play? Flight Investors. What's
What's going on? What's going on, everyone? How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Welcome to another great Sunday of Next Play Sundays. It's the Mastermind Group where we talk about money, financial assets, how to trade the stock market, how to get credit up, how to just win the game of life, and how to understand how to you can facilitate some of the things you hear about other people doing by watching us and we getting a chance to talk about it. We every Sunday from 7:30 to 9, so you can join the Facebook group and get notifications. We have conversations in our WhatsApp chat where we talk amongst each other all the time throughout the week. If you've never been here before, what we do is, introduction. We're gonna get over to the stage where everybody else is. It's a hosted online thing, so everybody's in the comfort of their homes, just showing up every Sunday, and we sit down and talk about all the things we talk about. We definitely want to invite you out to come out and come in and ask some questions and learn some direct things. We're gonna be doing a lot of big things in 2022 because I got some things we're working and we're gonna talk about that tonight. But other than that, we got to get over here and see what everybody's doing and try to get everybody up and running. Got to get everybody moving and seeing what everybody's saying. So let's get everything together and see what everybody's having a good time, and we're gonna go from there. And hope to see y'all every Sunday, and we're gonna get this thing started. What's up, y'all?
That's why mine's sitting in the garage.
Well,
We
I can't
live.
let mine sit. It's got to roll. It's got to earn its keep. If it's in the yard, it better earn its keep.
Yeah, you got a point. But that's why the truck earns its keep.
Oh yeah, the truck
The
does.
Benz just sits around and looks pretty.
The what?
The Benz just sits around and looks pretty.
I hear that.
Well, man, we live, man. How y'all men doing this week, man? It's been a good week, huh?
Oh yeah, been a spectacular week.
Well, that's a good
Can't
thing,
con-
man. I'm glad to hear
can't
that.
complain.
Everybody
Oh
having
yeah.
a good week, man. Everybody good to go. I don't really know what else to say. You know what I mean?
Can't
I mean,
get no
like,
better, huh?
can't get no better. I mean, other than that, I mean, everything else supposed to be normal. I don't really know what to say when you know, when you look at it like that. It's been a good week. That's all. That's
I
all
guess
you can
you could
say.
say. I guess you could say it could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse. You couldn't have woke up today. I see what the old folks used to say
How
that
about
for.
that?
You
I
know.
didn't have to use my AK.
Oh, you didn't have to use your AK. Yeah, I get that too. You know what
Didn't
I'm
have
saying?
to use my AK.
Yeah, yeah.
Dog.
That's a good
Today
one.
was a good day.
Today was a good day. Hey man, cute.
But I'm keeping it oiled just in case.
Hey man, you supposed to. That thing come in handy. You never know when
Well,
you
you
need it.
never know now because word on the street is that
What I'm talking
that Putin,
about.
Putin took that taking this thing as a threat of war with these sanctions. You heard that?
That's why I called tonight's story World War Three.
Yeah,
Like,
he took that with as a threat, man.
and so that's gonna make a lot of things in the market go crazy. But I'm gonna tell you what's really going crazy, and nobody's talking about it really, and nobody's really understanding how they sneaking it in there because they trying to use it for fear tactics.
What?
Cryptocurrency.
Crypto.
See, they trying to spin it like crypto is the bad demon in helping them keep this war going. But you see what I'm saying? When you listen to them talk, all this money in crypto being sent to them, they spending it like fear, but they not really saying it's billions of dollars of crypto being used in this war. Not real money, so the sanctions are being worked around. The
I'm
crypto,
actually I'm actually a little bit happy about the situation with crypto, because remember last week, the first thing that I talked about last week,
crypto.
how come remember crypto was down last week
Mm-hmm.
in our last meeting, and I'm like, what's going on? I thought crypto was supposed to be our hedge. Crypto was supposed to have gone up. And it just took a couple of days of lag, because I was like, crypto should be going up by now. So it's just reacting to the market, and that's, whether it's for nefarious deeds or not. I'm actually I'm glad that it's being used as a hedge, because if crypto hadn't gone up, it would seriously rock the foundation of cryptocurrency right now, because if war can't bring it up, what can?
Oh, you got a point there, Reg. I see your point right there. Because with the dollar, when war happens, the dollar is they make money.
Yep, goes down, and crypto is the ultimate hedge. That's why I was saying. Remember, I was saying crypto, gold, silver, all those things should be going up right now.
Yeah, that make like Reggie, you got a real point right there, because in the time of war, money goes up. Hey,
No, paper money fiat currency goes down. Paper money goes up because governments just start printing money to try to buy weapons and things like that. Fiat goes down.
Correct.
All things go up, like gold, silver, and Bitcoin is supposed to be that digital hedge against fiat.
Correct. So your point is, like, that's what I'm saying. Your point is correct, because if crypto really didn't go up when a war started, that would really mean it really doesn't have a value.
Exactly.
That would make it hey man, wow.
That's why I said this last week, man. That's why I was preaching this last week.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. I didn't even think about that. I'm glad to know that. So everything good. Well, we just learned something. Cause now, it makes. I mean, I don't even know what to say to it, because it makes so much sense.
Yeah, it proved the point. That's for sure. And they'll turn around. They'll put it, like Reg said, they'll put a spin on it like it ain't nothing, but it's got to be something. It's acting just like,
It's acting just like money.
Yep, it's acting just like what it is.
Money, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's acting just like money. So when you look at it, it's a situation of, it's acting just like money. I mean, makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Okay. Well, man, what's everybody been talking? Stacey gonna got situated. Sequester, you in here? How your week been?
Nah, man, nah, that ain't even right, man.
Why?
Say it right, boy.
Hey, sequester.
Hey.
Uh,
I'll
Hey,
explain, guys.
that's a good thing, sequester. That's a definitely good thing. Well, we sit here, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. That's one of the biggest topics of the night, man, because I got this company called Swift 4. It's a payment processor, and they really making a lot of money on the low. And they one of the biggest payment processors right now, where we gonna talk about it a little bit. They kind of got a little bit of to do with the whole payment thing with Russia too. So like Russia is a big like this whole thing with Russia is a big money play because these people
Kim
are.
Lee.
Hey man, y'all is hey. All right, all right, all right, all right. All right, man. We
Okay. I'm
tripping, man.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, we good.
What's
Hey,
going
man,
on,
we
Miss
have
Tubman?
fun, man. So it'll be funny. But the thing with Russia, man, is Russia that whole situation is causing like these people literally shut down the banking in Russia with the Swift. Like we think you use everybody use Swift and don't even know what Swift is. Like the payment gateway that they actually shut down.
Yeah.
And all the banks been tied into Swift for a long time. So like secretly they just told you like how this stuff really moves like digitally. And then when you think about cryptocurrency, they basically using the same type of technology to do the Swift payments for fast
Mm-hmm.
processing. And a lot of when you really sit back and look at it, it's a lot of stuff going on with money right now because the oil, like gas prices, are gonna be through the roof by the end of this week. We talking about $5 a gallon easy. You might
Yeah.
and me and Stacy was talking about it a while back. We missed the oil play.
Yeah.
Oil was like $28 a barrel like last year, probably about I think August or July.
I mean, actually, I gave you guys a plug on that too.
Hmm.
Remember, I was in a customer's house. He worked for Wells Fargo, and I asked him. He said he was buying up Exxon Mobil was what he was buying up. He said, man, the movers in energy is in oil,
Oil,
and they were buying it up then.
man, oil has gone through the roof. Like, and so that's one of the biggest things that I think about all of the stuff that's going on is like when you sit back and look at it, it's a lot of money being made because it's a lot of people involved. I mean, like when we talk about World War III, like we don't really want to see no real war, but everything is happening in a digital age. It's not really even taking like they fighting on the ground, but the real war is like not even on the ground anymore. Have y'all paid attention to that? Because
Yeah,
that's not. It's an economic war.
it's like all you see all these companies pulling out and
Yeah,
all this is about hurting them economically, and the people in Russia are suffering behind it
yeah,
by them all these companies like nah, we ain't no longer doing business with them. It's hurting
yeah.
bad.
And it's crazy. So but on the flip side, that's why I'm like, man, this is the market whole situation, and it kind of bring me into the situation of like me talking about what I'm gonna talk about tonight. My little play that I came up with. You know what I mean? Because we figure like somebody like we finna sit down and learn a play where you can make money. And Sam, you know what I'm talking about, the 100 shares thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like where you can buy 100 shares and put it on the option, and you got a chance to make $25-$30 a week, easy. You know what I mean? Guaranteed money. You can make $25-$30 a week, easy. And you're not talking about you got to go buy 100 shares of something that's $50. We talking about the $2-$3 shares. Like you can buy for $100, you can go buy 100 shares of some of these stocks. You see what I mean? And be able to make money weekly, 25, 30. You know what I'm saying? Dollars off $100. You know what I mean? Like some of them, most of them gonna be like $2, $3. But so I figured out a play, and I guess we'll go ahead and talk about it. But I figured out like why the young people are being able to really make like get their trading accounts up. You know what I'm saying? And so I figured out how you know what I mean? I figured out a way for me to do it. Cause let's start from the beginning. So last year I was trying to, when we was meeting everybody, I was telling everybody about get my head right, and really just trying to refocus on all the stuff that was going on, and you know what I mean, in my life. So I had to really get focused, get all my stuff back going, working out, eating right, doing the whole nine. So at the end of the year, you know what I'm saying? I bought a property, and I was like, just doing the investments, but I really bought the property off trade. You see what I mean? All last year, the stuff that we actually did and talked about in Next Play, I really bought the property off trade. You know what I mean? I didn't buy it off just regular money. I bought it off the trading account to be able to, and so that's the cool part about it. You know what I mean? So this year, I'm looking at the situation. I'm like, I gotta build my trading account fast, and I gotta be able to build the plays fast, as well as be able to generate passive income. I'm already doing eBay. I'm already got this T-shirt thing, and then I got the AV company. So I'm like, my full focus is to get everything completely up and running this year. Well, I also want to get trading around, so I don't want to waste my money from other stuff that I have going on. I ain't gonna say waste. That's the wrong word for it. I don't want to lessen money from my everyday bills in life. So I want to find and be able to afford a way to accelerate my trading portfolio faster, and be able to also buy stocks and control what stocks I'm buying at the same time, continue contributing to all the other areas that I got going on. So I came up with this idea because I'm looking at the young people, talked to a couple of people, uh, and I'm looking at the young people and I'm thinking about the gig economy. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to somebody else this week, and so we was talking, and they was like, "Man, yeah, that's a good idea." And so when you really look at it and sit down and think about it, I was like, "Oh, you can go do gig economy, and then you can actually buy each stock you want to generate the money you want just for a couple of hours of your time." Instead of really having to give up money, a lot of us sit around and watch TV shows. A lot of us sit around and just be kicking it at the house. But the gig economy creates a way for you to basically take 2, 3 hours out your day when you ain't doing nothing, and it runs all times. It runs 10 o'clock at 12 o'clock at night, so you can get up early as 5 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do, I started messing with DoorDash, and I was like, let me see what's gonna happen. So I calculated it out, and I was like, oh, so I can take this money and buy stocks with it every week, because you can average out how much money you need instead of just having the money to blow. If you get the new strategy that we're gonna try to unleash in April, because basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this month and use DoorDash, and I'm gonna use that money to show everybody how to, how we gonna flip it out. We're gonna take it and put it into the options trades, and you're gonna get a chance to see how the money actually flips. You know what I mean? And so everybody can, you know what I mean? We're gonna probably do a lot of it private with the people that actually be here, because everybody else got to come into it and actually put the time in. So it's not really a situation where I want to show everybody. But if you part of Next Play, that was the whole purpose. You know what I mean? Anybody else, we'll talk about that. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna take the money from the DoorDash, and I'm gonna buy plays every week, and I can set up like, no, if I need to go buy 100 shares of a set stock, I know I need to go make whatever money I may need to make in a couple hours. But wait, for doing DoorDash. But what I figured out, in like 2.5 hours, I made like $60. So if you do 2.5 hours, couple of days a week, you can buy the stocks you want, and then the stocks turn around and make way more money for you. You see what I mean? And you're basically in a situation where um you buying all your stocks, and then in 3, 4 months time you have all your stocks and they just keep making money. And so it's been explained to me how this whole thing works. And so I'm gonna be the one that's like to test it and also help me build my trading account without having to affect any other money. Cause I'm single. A lot of times I might just be sitting here. Yeah, I be working on a lot of stuff, but I got you when you look at it, you only need about 10 to 15 hours a week to actually buy the stocks you need every week. And if you need more expensive stocks, you might wait 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you can buy all your stocks and risk money and not mess up your whole household by putting in 10 to 15 hours a week doing something else, making money. So that's the play. And I figured out. And then when you look at it, one way it was told was you got a guaranteed 20. You can make it pretty much a guaranteed $25 to $40 a week. It might even be more depending on how much money you're putting up. But when you look at the residual and it flips 2, 3 times, it flips twice a month. You make $80 off 1 week of doing DoorDash, and then that keeps compounding. And now you keep making money with it all through the year because it can eventually you get 10 options and use it the way that we've been talking, and I'm gonna prove it. You know what I mean? That's the goal, is to prove that it works and show everybody. Like, go ahead, Stacy.
And then another way besides DoorDash is budgeting to buy additional shares of stock. So you can look at your budget each week. You know how many times you eat out. You know how many times you go shopping, and whatever.
Sandwich money.
I saw that look.
I was about to say the sandwich money. So.
Right. The sandwich money, and you could take the sandwich money and reinvest it into the money wheel, like we what to call it, and keep compounding that, along with extra gigs and extra things like that. But a lot of times you may get a gift card, or somebody may cash app you something. It may only be $50, but you can take that 50 and invest in a business, and that business will continue to pay you. And in our option wheel, it'll pay you forever. Once you get it. Once you invest in a business, you get the residuals off of it. So you work one time and get paid forever, basically.
That's the concept.
That's
the whole concept, is you can take weeks of money, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna accelerate my trading account just by doing it. I ain't gonna take no. I can leave my money that I make to do whatever it's supposed to do, and this is all trading money. You know what I mean? And you look at it. 20 weeks, it's 15, 20 weeks left in the year. If every week I buy a stock option of 100 shares, and I guarantee, even if I only make $25 and I get 20 of those every week, every other week, producing $25, and you got 20 of those, that's, y'all do the numbers. Cause see, the thing is, the numbers matter, and I figured it out just by talking to somebody else. It's the numbers. If you do the numbers, it really makes sense where it starts to really grow, because it's like, oh, and then it becomes automated cash flow. All you got to do is keep sitting down doing the same thing.
Where'd that sandwich money thing come from?
Reggie? Reggie came the next play and gave everybody sandwich money. I like that, man. I like that. Reggie, we gonna make. You know something? That just gave me an idea. I'm gonna make a shirt with that one. Go ahead, man.
So, what I'm thinking is that basically, in order to get your sandwich money, it depends on what extreme you're willing to go to get the way you want to go, to get to where you want to, become comfortable. Me, myself, I would look at things you aren't using around the house myself. It's very simple. I mean, me personally, I have a car sitting in the garage. I never drive it. I could actually sell that and just be like, hey, do the same thing, turn around and just stack it and make money off of it, basically. I mean, there's everyday things around your house that you can get rid of that you really take a closer look at it, you don't really use it.
That's what got me into eBay.
Mm-hmm.
Back last year, that's what got me into eBay. I got tons of AV equipment in my garage. I started selling.
Yeah, but that's changed. I used to buy and sell a lot of equipment, all my photo and video equipment on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
I plan on putting the kibosh on that this year after that $600 limit.
Mm-hmm.
The 1099K.
Mm-hmm.
That starts this year. If you sell anything and you make any more than $600 off it,
mm-hmm.
it gets taxed as if it's income.
So I'm gonna give a nugget away. All my stuff that I'm selling from run through my business. So I don't own nothing. I just control everything. So I already got to pay tax. I'm already have to pay taxes on the business. So yeah, that's a good note. But that's what I do everything through my company. That way, it's all I'm gonna have to all the income, because then you can write most of that tax off. If you do it as a person and you don't go ahead and set up a business, you get that personal 1099K. Yeah, you're never gonna be able to write that off. You can write it off on a business though, even if it's just a business just to sell on eBay, because it makes more sense since they just started that this year, where they gonna make it where people are taxed over $600 like that. If anybody start a business, man, and write that, you can write the money off as a business expense, and versus paying the tax on it, because that's basically why they did it, to collect more tax. But a business got expenses where it's different.
Yep.
Hey man, I don't really like y'all energy tonight.
Man, the energy,
hold on, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm stuffing my face right now.
I don't like y'all energy tonight. Hold on, I know where we messed up at.
We know what we messed up at. That's what it is.
What's the success stories for the week?
That's the success. You got to start it off with the success, man.
Man. Hold up, I'll be back. I'm doing the same thing Stacey doing.
Man, see, that's
the success.
Y'all eating, but at least y'all going off camera.
All right, so go ahead, Nicole. What's the success story for today?
Well, I came up with the company name for my LLC. So my best friend and I, we're actually, I'm going to partner with him. So he has a real steep goal to buy all these properties, but I'll probably just buy one or two. But, I always got to have somebody to team to be my teammate. But it felt good because he said he trusts me as a friend to do this business venture with him. So I did come up with a company name, and I used my dad's birthday as part of that name.
Nice.
So once we get all the paperwork done, I'll tell you, I'll share that with you all. But me, I had to take baby steps. So that's step one. I told y'all by April, I'll have it together. And y'all, I booked my first flight for the year. So I'm excited. Y'all know I try to travel once a month. So I'm heading to Mexico at the end of this month for about 6 days.
I thought you was going to China.
You know what? Then call me Nicole Wynn, Becky Lee. I heard
Sam was over there.
Yes, don't call me. I was like, I can't.
You trying to say Sam? Not at all.
He did.
Sammy.
Right.
He know I changed my look.
Yeah, man.
You trying to say China doll?
Reggie, you got a success story for us today, man.
Still working on mine, man. Still working on it.
Oh,
I got one. Okay. So this week we did 10 option trades. Out of the 10 we did, 7 of them were not executed, which is a good thing. And 3 of them were executed, which is still a good thing. So it was a great week in the market. And my other success story, my son told me that he is now in the gifted program at school.
Oh, good
What's
job.
up?
Yeah, he defied all odds, to be honest.
That's excellent.
So when he told me, I was just as shocked as he was.
Wait a minute now.
Now wait a minute now.
What
Say,
gift
wait
class
a
you
minute.
talking about?
Hey, man, bring the energy up, man. Come on.
Wait a
Hey.
minute.
You know,
I'm just joking. I'm joking.
Yeah,
joking.
we
But yeah,
know.
Look, that's, you know,
What?
Nah, but
Wait a minute now. What
the
gift
man-
class he talking
people
about?
can joke about their children. They have to deal with
yeah,
it.
man. But the man is in the gifted program, which is
Well, tell them all the members from Next Place said congratulations.
I will. That's a
What
big,
grade is he in?
that's a big, huh?
What grade is he in?
He's going to the 10th. He's in the 9th right now, so he'll be a sophomore. So I guess when he transfers to the next grade, he'll be in the gifted program.
Okay.
Are you looking at doing is he looking at doing dual enrollment where he'll take college courses? Well,
Yeah, he said something about they wanted him to take a AP history class,
mm-hmm.
and I didn't know what AP was, but he's
advanced placement. But
right.
I wouldn't encourage that. I would honestly, if he's going to go to college, I would tell you to put him in the dual enrollment where he can. So by the time he gets into college, he'll start off as a junior, just depending on how many credits he's able to obtain in high school.
Well, that's what he was saying. He was going to get college credits.
Yeah.
For doing
Let me ask y'all a question.
what?
What do they learn in AP history they don't learn in regular history?
I don't know. but guess what? But here's the thing. He asked me,
race.
he was like,
it's just advanced.
More work.
it's going to be hard, right?
It's just more rigorous.
Yeah,
I was
more work.
like, nah, I said,
What
this
you
is
mean? You
hard.
learn how George Washington didn't do nothing?
It's just the rigor. That's all.
What you mean rigor?
What's
They,
rigor?
they don't learn
So-
no extra. They don't learn no more details and nothing. Like
They're
they
gonna-
don't get no more secrets and nothing like that. They don't get
They
to learn
learn
about
the
the
same-
cross and the spears and the Indians when they came and they don't learn how they got like they gonna learn where Christopher Columbus and nothing really went. They don't learn none of that, do they? Right, it's just rigor. You just learn more. Which one is it?
Yeah.
It's just more, and then he'll get some college.
But
credit.
the cool part about it, hey, being exposed to,
Yeah.
the
And advanced
world and Next Play, I was able to give you some solid advice because the history that they're going to train him, I mean, it's not going to be hard, I don't think. And
Nah.
yeah, it's going to be in a book. You read it, you study it, whatever the little curriculum he has to do,
Yeah.
But yeah, he's excited about it.
Excellent. The educator on here. I love good
I know, right?
I love it.
You got more degrees than the mama.
You know what?
So you are
what?
the educator.
You are the
Just
educator.
for that, I think I'm gonna go back to Columbus State.
Certifications. She got certifications,
Yes,
documentations, and written
Yes,
oral
sir.
notes and certificates of completions. And
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Education.
You know what? I tell people one thing that you can't take away from me is my education. You cannot
That's right.
take my knowledge away from
what
me.
if you forget everything?
I won't.
You sure about that?
I don't start quizzes and quizzing me on nothing. We
Because
supposed to
let me tell you, if that ponytail get any tighter, you're gonna forget something.
I cannot.
It's a question. What's your
Hey,
success story
Sequesta.
of the week?
Hey, Nicole.
Hey.
What's my success story for the week? Let me think about it. Hold on. What I do? I've already told y'all about the accounts that I set up, and I'm automating. So I'm kind of behind the code with credit cards and getting everything on one credit card to come out one credit card, and I'm just kind of behind. But I'm working behind the scenes trying to get it together.
Got you.
And other than that, I haven't been, I did buy, I put the money in my account and I bought one stock. I don't know why I was so nervous, y'all. I was so nervous. One stock of Visa out my $500 account in TradeStation.
Okay. What's up?
But look, you did
And we're
pull
going
the
to see what
trigger.
happened. I don't
You
know
what?
why I was so nervous. I've been doing this now since July. I was just nervous.
Because it's your money.
Oh, that's what it was? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes.
It's because it's your
And I
money.
haven't even checked on it since then. Because I just
But
been
see, guess
real
what? That's the
busy.
right attitude.
I haven't set that, but I have everything set though.
Yeah, as long as you got everything set up, that's the attitude. Like set it.
Yeah, you got to but first of all, believe in yourself, and hey, just take the mindset. If you made a mistake, you won't make it again. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because losing your own money, you'll learn real quick.
Real quick, one.
But you also got to be okay with losing money.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You got to be okay with and that's what makes you not get greedy. Because a lot of people will lose money because they forget about the tools and be like, oh, I want a little bit more. And if you go by I learned. That's why I say I learned that last year being here in Next Play by us really going over charts and doing a lot of stuff. I mean, I learned how to be a lot more cautious myself. So
reserve.
Yeah, because boy, I was running some plays up through there.
That's it for me.
Oh well, my success story is, man, if I could put a picture of my yard, boy, y'all could have sworn I got landscapers come by this joker.
Oh, you work hard.
I did the yard work. I got up early. It was a Saturday morning, and I hit it. Went and picked up some mulch, put all that stuff down, got the grass done, put the flowers out, put some by the downspout, some big river rocks and everything, man. I just got the whole house done. And today I just got my carpet cleaned and everything. So all I gotta do tomorrow is raise the windows, let the air flow through it. Spring clean is done, son. You hear me? Done. Done.
Sam, look like you're gonna win yard of the year. I mean, yard of the month, huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Sam be over there. Hey man, I'm gonna get Sam to come do my yard.
Make sure you take a picture of it and show us next month.
Nah, man. Nah, you ain't getting. Hey, that's once every 3 years.
I gotta work on my yard, but hey, boy, I got a lot to do. I got a whole lot to do.
Yeah, man. It look good though. It look good. I sent it over to the channel 2 news. Let's see if it's gonna make it.
Well, I need somebody to rake my leaves in the bag.
Okay.
You might get that partner of yours to give you that.
Oh yeah, your business partner.
Business partner.
Oh, he got to do that.
What's up? Y'all going? What kind of documents y'all gonna put together?
He's just doing the LLC. He's just doing that paperwork for me.
Stacey, please explain to her about the paperwork and how important it is. Cause
you gotta have all your paperwork in place.
He told me
y'all said it last week. Franco said it, and how important that paperwork is. So I don't know how to do all of that. So
what about the agreement between you and him?
Huh?
Your business partner. What about the agreement?
Well, he's not. We're gonna discuss that. Like, he has his own businesses, but he's just kind of, he don't want to see his best friend go sideways. So
so he's just kind of like shadowing you.
Yeah, I'm shadowing him, and he's trying to get me where I need to be. But no, this is gonna be Nicole LaShawn Tupner's business, not.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
All right, here, LaShawn.
Yep.
LaShawn.
But you never did tell us what the name of the business was.
LaShawn Lee.
LaShawn Lee.
It's 1017 Consulting.
Oh, you with the Break Squad.
Huh?
That's good.
1017.
I like the consultant part, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you could be a consultant for anything.
Yep, that's what he told me. That I can consult on a lot of stuff.
Yep. Now the only thing is, it does kind of box you in as a consultant.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing. So, let's say, if it was like Nicole Tubner Partners or Nicole Tubner Services, it opened you out. So let's say for 7-8 years from now, if you wanted to change or add something to the business, other than consulting, you won't be boxed in, and your EIN number, your business address, all that stuff is already seasoned. You won't have to start another business. You can just add something on top of it, and you keep one tax return. You don't have to pay your accountant several different tax returns, same bank account. You just added something up under it.
Okay.
As a DBA or something like that,
Okay. Well, we haven't solidified it. That's what we talked about over the weekend. I was so proud of myself. I stayed home. I've been home all weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it was great.
Now, as far as the name, have you did the research on the Secretary of State's website to see if it's available?
No, but I'll do that. He didn't tell me that, but I'll do that. Thanks for letting me know.
I thought he was shadowing you.
It was certain things. You know what? Don't do my best friend like that. Don't y'all do my best friend like that.
He must have his eyes closed.
Well, listen, because
Franco, he got his eyes closed.
It's the blind leading the blind.
Well, you want to do that. You want to check that out, Nicole.
Go ahead, Stacey.
You want to check that out, and then you also want to have at least 3 names.
3 names.
Just in case somebody has that one. When you apply for it, you have your 3 names, and then you could. If that one's taken, then they'll just move to the next one.
Yeah, and I want it to be something that that has my dad attached to it. So at some point, something but that's the first part. I kind of just used his birthday.
Okay. Awesome.
I think that's a great thing. I'm proud of you, Nicole.
Yeah.
You
definitely taking some steps to make that happen.
Yeah. And thank you all for those nuggets. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna go back and tell him why you didn't tell me about such and such, because that's what
yeah.
He might ask you why you
why you invite me to the next play, so I can know.
Yeah, why
because I'm gonna be doing some work with Michael too. You remember the guy who came in last week?
Yeah.
So that's probably that's why I kind of wanted the consultant piece, because I'll be working with him in his business as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a little some stuff going on over here.
I'm glad to hear all that.
Well,
yes, sir. Nothing wrong with that. That's great.
Yes, yeah. Nicole Lee.
Is that all the success?
Nicole Lee.
Man, I gotta go with a success story. So, this week has been a great week for me again. I had an epiphany this week, and I like when I have an epiphany. Oh man, yeah, man, it's big word. You know what I mean? I had an epiphany this week, man. And I had to. It's just so great, man, because I'm telling you, for me, it's still a mental thing. So, it's all mental. And so just really understanding how to build some stuff and get my mind right, it was good. Then I also saw the problem at a client's house that, you know what I mean, his system would never stay up for more than a week. So that actually got solved this week. So that was a success story, because I'm sick and tired of going out there. It's a long way out there. I like the man, but it'd be for free. You know what I'm saying? Just customer service. So it actually got fixed. That's the other part of my success story. And then, man, I was listening to Money Master the Game at the gym the other day. Yeah, I went back to the gym too. And I'm gonna tell you, that's the next book, man. I listened to it about a year ago, and I ain't get it.
Money Master.
Tony Robbins. Is Money Master the Game. I want everybody to go listen to that book, because I listened to it about a year ago, and I thought I heard it.
We'll check it out.
He got it right there. There it is. I thought I really understood what it was talking about, but I've been listening to it again for the past, about a week. It's a long book, and I've been listening to it at the gym every day. And man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all when I tell y'all, that man told us everything we be studying, and this is what they doing. From the infinite banking to the credit to how to build these companies to how to set up.
Oh, I know that cat.
Yeah, Tony Robbins. But you can't read it for him. You got to read with the nuggets in there. You got to really pay attention to what he's talking about. Because, see, they're not going to call it the same terminology that we talk about it in. So you got to pay attention to how they talk about stuff like annuities. When they talking about annuities, they talking about infinite banking. You see what I mean? The insurance policy. And this is something they talk about a lot in there, how it's already been known as guaranteed income. You know what I'm saying? It's already been known as a guaranteed way to make money. And these things, and they just call it something different. But man, I've been listening to it, man. I don't listen to it again. And I'm like, it's so much stuff that I learned this week, man. I'm so glad I was just like, man, instead of listening to music at working out, I said I'm gonna listen to a book. That's how I'm gonna get my book numbers back up and get, you know what I'm saying? Like try to keep my book numbers up. Don't listen to music. Get back to teaching, because that's the whole thing with the money, the mind frame. Get back before pre-COVID and everything. So man, it's been a good week, man. But I want everybody to go check that one out. Audible. You can get it on Audible. You get the book. You can do whichever one you want to. It's probably a PDF online for people with Kindle. And so that's my success story, man. Money Master the Game was enlightening me on some things that I thought I heard, but I didn't hear them correctly. So that's why I'm really focused on that. So I mean, I like where I'm at in my life right now. Really focused. So it's a success story in itself. You know what I'm saying? And so that's been my week, man. It's just a lot of great things, and shit coming together. It be hard sometimes, but boy, you be in a dark place, but you have to come out and be like, "Hey, I can see." Ooh, it's right up there. But man, staying focused, because in the end, man, I'm trying to go to the bar. Oh, I'm trying to go to the barn and just graze like that fine stallion. Walk around that circle all day and do whatever he want to do, eat all the hay, and go back in there and sit in his cage. Come out when he start barking, he come out and somebody come pet him and watch him and feed him, and he don't have to do nothing. He don't have to race no more. He ain't in the race at all no more. He just kicking it. That's the whole goal, man. To go to the barn, man. So but that's it, man. But let's talk about a stock, man, because it's late. Swift 4, man.
Well, I was gonna say something about
Go ahead.
real quick. Just keep that thought, Frank. But in Money Master the Game, a nugget that I got out of Money Master the Game, because basically Money Master the Game is where he interviews like probably about 15 to 20 of the best investors in the world. That's all it pretty much is. And he talked to these guys. But one of the investors was called Paul Tudor Jones. And Paul Tudor Jones said that anytime your stock goes below what they call the 200-day moving average. Mm-hmm. And if you know anything about charting, you can set up a line on your chart. It's called a 200-day moving average. And if your stock, what he does, if it falls below the 200-day moving average, is he sells it. Yeah. And he's a value investor, a long-term investor. That's his rule of thumb. So if you're ever doing charts and you either day trading or you swing trading, or even if you're doing long-term, keep an eye on that 200-day moving average, because a lot of investors, they live by that 200-day moving average.
Okay.
But it's a good book. It's a good book. And Audible is a good place. And like Frank, I picked up 3 books this week, and one of them is only 30 minutes long, and it's on Audible. It's called Covered Calls Made Easy by a guy by the name of Matthew.
It ensures that the
shoot,
stock is.
I'm trying to get his name. His name is Matthew Crater. It's called Covered Calls Made Easy, and it's only a 30-minute read. Pretty good. I got another one called Covered Calls for Beginners, and there was one more. Oh, how it's called Invest Like Warren Buffett, which it wasn't that great, so I won't recommend that one. But the one that's Covered Calls Made Easy was pretty good. 30-minute read.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead with it, Frank.
Man, I'm gonna give somebody else some game too, man. I told you about this a while. If you want to watch TV, everybody, I don't know if we said it, watch Billion. You'll get a chance to see a lot of this stuff where they actually imitating it for entertainment. You'll get a chance to see them doing a lot of plays and understand some of the things behind the stock market and what really go on with the money. It's a lot of entertainment and drama, but teach you a lot. But next thing, Shift 4. You bring up a chart. Let me see.
Shift 4.
You bring the chart up,
I'll
Frank?
bring it up. Yeah, give me 1 second.
I'll look. I got it up before you do. Then I'll.
Did anybody buying the stock that Gamal put on WhatsApp? The High Peak Energy.
I might have missed it.
It's doing good.
It is.
Talk about it then, Nicole.
You bought into it?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I bought into it, and then I was confused because I didn't understand why. Because I had did like 6 shares or whatever, and then it wouldn't take. So I don't know if let me go into where I was. Hold on. So yeah, so Franco, that's why I reached out to you too, because I needed to know about the limit.
I got it, Frank.
All right, it's called FOUR, FOUR. Shift 4 payments. So this company here just processed $1.4 billion in payments. And even though it seems like it's going down in a downtrend, this is the next player in payment gateways to watch out for. I got wind of these people looking at some other information this weekend, and they're the first ones that are going to actually be able to implement cryptocurrency into their actual platform to be able to take worldwide payments. They've been buying up companies worldwide to be able to provide international payments for around the world. One of the biggest things about these people, the CEO, everybody so-called say he's innovative and all that, but they're still closing deals, and they're part of this whole conflict that we see going on. Like, they got a big part of it because they're doing a lot of the payment process. And so, I thought I would bring this to y'all because at one point in time, this stock was real high. And
yeah, I'm seeing.
But
a lot of the banks are down.
But see,
I'm not sure why.
But they've been buying a lot of companies out lately, so they stock hasn't went back up because they've been spending a lot of money on buyouts. So, and that's what I was gonna say to you is, I think a lot of the banks going out because they spending a lot of money out right now and not recouping a lot of money.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Let's look at FOUR. Let's just look at a bank. See if the bank looks the same. Let's try USB. See, like this stock is down, but it's not in a downtrend. What about Square? That's another one.
Well, Square.
That's like a fintech bank. That would probably be sort of like FOUR too. So yeah, you see, that pattern is the same too. So maybe it's just the fintechs. What's another fintech bank? Square.
Well, actually, do Cash App. Cash App is a bit. I don't forget what Cash App ticket is, but Cash App is a.
Really?
I thought Cash App was owned by Square.
It is.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it is. I'm trying to think of another payment.
PayPal.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, PayPal is a good one.
Nice. We'll try PayPal for 200. Yep.
Same thing.
Yep, same thing.
It's all the same.
All the same.
So it's probably just the fintechs, because if we go to Bank of America, let's see what it looks like. Same chart.
Same chart, down.
Bank of America's down, but it's not in the downtrend yet.
Well, no, that thing don't trip to look right there at 47. It don't turn to a downtrend.
Yeah, it turned to a downtrend.
Yeah. Look at 47. Look at right there, 47, 46. Yeah.
Yes, it's pretty rough. But
it ain't crossed the 200 though. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, if this blue line, I don't know if this blue line is a 200, but it looks so.
Yeah.
If this blue line is a 200 moving average, it could have.
Yeah, it crossed it up there.
Yeah, it did. Cross it right at the top.
I don't know. I don't remember what they were, but that's probably the 200-day moving average that is clipped, and it's selling off.
Yeah.
What's another bank? JP Morgan.
So hold on. Why you bring up JP Morgan is crazy. Guess what?
What?
I was reading an article on J.P. Morgan that they're the people behind MetaMask, the crypto company that everybody's using for I probably put that everybody's using for Digiland.
Yeah, for the wallet, the digital wallet.
The digital wallet. Like if you ain't got a digital wallet, you know if you got cryptocurrency and you got MetaMask, and I showed y'all one day on here one time like a MetaMask account. But J.P. Morgan is the company that's supposed to actually really to be the one that own that.
Wow.
I'm gonna post
the down like 8 points.
Article up.
Yeah. Yeah, but the market, I mean, we are technically in a bear market, man, the way things are moving to the downtrend. Then you got some stocks like we were talking the other day about hedging your portfolio. So take a company like Coca-Cola and look at their chart. It's running up. So you gotta kind of like have a mixed portfolio. You know, you gotta have it mixed up. Where some sectors are down, some are up. Another one, like the some of the consumer discretionaries, and we type in Kroger, boom. But Kroger went crazy like this because they just had an earnings call, and the earnings call was good. That's another thing. You're taking you will be taking a risk before you buy a stock, right? Say if you want to buy a stock, you want to look at their monthly calendar to make sure they don't have something like an earnings call, because an earnings call could make you, or an earnings call could break you. You know, because if it's a good earnings call, it's going to run up like crazy. Dang. But if it's a bad earnings call, I can show you what could happen.
Pull up US oil. We'll look at that. That junk is ridiculous.
This right here, this company right here, they just had an earnings call. I think it was last week, and look at their stock.
Yep.
They were in a consolidation. Look, boom, 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 boom. Had a bad earnings call, and Wall Street sold off, and that junk dropped all the way to 14, just like that. Not saying it's a bad company. You know, Smith & Wesson been around forever.
Yeah.
It's just the nature of the market. And then in a couple of weeks, it'll probably be right back.
Yeah, I got some Smith & Wesson.
You do?
Yeah, I got about 3 or 4 shares.
Okay.
Underneath the
look
in the safe.
Don't go by this chart right here. I don't know why it's acting crazy, but from like, you see how consolidated it is? Up, down, up, down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this Smith & Wesson is nice. Nice,
yeah, they are.
Company to trade.
They've been around, like I said, since Western. They've been around a long time, bro.
I could find out. I think. Let me take a look real quick and see. Since 1852.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, a long time, bro.
18th century. That's how long they've been around.
That's a long time.
So this is just a little blip in the road, man.
Now you're talking about that thing when you got your 100 shares,
right?
Be one of your companies you would do right here.
There you go.
This will be one of them. They've been around there stickler. They've been around forever.
Right. They've been around forever since the 18th century. So, but yeah. So you see how Kroger looks, and you see how other companies. So if you can help it at all around earning time, be careful. That's all. Yeah. But in the market, let me just take a look at the market.
Take a look at pull up US oil.
You know the ticker for it?
Yep. US oil.
What's that?
It is.
Is this it? WTI crude?
Yep.
Damn.
Oh yeah. Ooh-wee.
123. I mean 120.
123. It got up to 127.
Yep. Just recently. And your gold is out the roof. It's like at 1990 right now, it climbing.
Wow. People hedging.
Yep. Gold, silver is at 25, almost 26.
Wow.
I know silver was at 23. Mm-hmm.
Look what happened during Corona, yo. that same stock, that junk got down on April 20. That junk was 7 cents.
And look at it now.
It was 7 cents.
Now, all you had to do was put, what, $500, $1,000 on it? And today, you would be like, hey, I'm sipping my ties.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But you know, everybody stopped driving. And the crazy part about it, but here's the thing, I gotta get rid of this junk. Here's the thing, who was selling off in February before Corona even hit? Before
you know, the government workers that usually invest, they can't do it anymore because they passed the laws. All the congressmen and everything, they knew all that stuff was coming. Those are the only people that knew.
Dude, that junk was just chuck. Matter of fact, they started selling all. Look, it was high. I can't. This is some bull right here. I'm trying to get rid of this. I don't want to accept these. But anyway, this is probably around January. Everything was riding high. Somebody got some news, and it just dropped like a rocket.
Yep.
It dropped down to 7 cents, and now it's over 100 and something bucks.
Over 120.
Man. Wow. 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 That's all you can say. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Coulda, shoulda, man. That's all you can say. But anybody got anything else they want to pull up?
You guys are talking about U.S. oil, the barrels, right? As in the commodity? Or are you talking about the stock price?
This is
that's crude oil there.
Stock. Yeah, this is stock price right here.
Mm-hmm.
Stock price was 7 cents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me go back right here. Right there. 7 cents. On April 17th of 2020. That's how much it was during COVID. Now we got this new war. Because think about it, if you really think about it, bro.
You can buy gas futures, you can buy gas as commodity and as futures. And there was a time when the barrels costed that much.
Yeah, they were throwing the barrels overboard, as a matter of fact.
That's why I just wanted some clarification.
But here's the next thing. There's really not an oil shortage right now.
Oh,
that's correct. Even if Russia stops, the world only loses 4%.
So we're talking about so what's pumping?
Man,
what's happening
corn
is the companies are killing it. Then they're trying to make up for that money that they lost during the pandemic. They're just using it as an excuse. I mentioned this a couple weeks ago. They're just gonna as long as there's a reason, a catalyst, and I remember you guys were like, catalysts don't mean much, but the psychology of money is always true. As long as there's an excuse, they're going to keep using that excuse as long as they can to keep pushing those gas prices up. Even though if we cut off Russia completely, America will have only lost 4% of the total gas production. And that's it. So do you really think that and what if our price has gone up 30-some%? The math don't work out.
Nope.
So
nope. Frank, something's wrong with your mic. Yeah, you sound really low.
I said it's the thought process of the rich get richer and the poor get poor, because it definitely ain't no oil shortage.
Right.
Yeah.
It's definitely ain't no oil shortage. Because then you think about this. There's a lot of EVs out here on the road. So you have a lot of EVs that take away from a lot of these gas cars. So even if it was a shortage, with the amount of EVs that have been sold over the last 5 or 6 years, the shortage shouldn't affect that fast.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about EVs right now because I'm about to say the same thing this Sunday about EV stocks and about charging station stocks. that I said about Bitcoin and about gold and silver last week.
Go ahead.
Maybe I'm just ahead of the game by a week or so, because with these gas prices going through the roof, that's what put EVs on the map last time. So this should be the reactionary play. Again, mark my words, just like you marked them last week with Bitcoin and with gold and silver. We should see the same reaction happen for both Bitcoin and charging stations. Because it's not Bitcoin, I meant EVs and charging stations. So whether your stock's in Tesla or whether your stock's in ChargePoint, I think that we should have the same reaction going forward.
I ain't gonna lie, Reggie, I'm with you on that one. Because
call me Negrodamus.
I got you. But one of the things that I read too this week, Lucid and Riven, they had to cut some of their costs because of supply chain issues, but they set to sell about 20,000 units a piece in cars, and EVs are really starting to get some attention, and like you said, I think this is going to be the catalyst, and that's what they're using it for, to keep pushing people towards EVs in the time where
that's very true, Frank. But the reason that I say that don't just pay attention to EVs, pay attention to charging stations, is because of what you just said, the supply chain issues and things like that. The demand will be up for EVs, but the problem is the EV companies will not be able to meet that supply. They already can, because of the supply shortages, chip supplies, things like that. And so people will be looking at other forms, at other EV plays. And if you can't get the cars, if you can't get the vehicles, you need to go after the infrastructure. And that's why I'm saying that the big three charging companies, that should be where your eye is at, because some of these companies will not, the EV car makers, they won't be able to come to play because the supply chain is still messed up, and it's only going to get worse. Matter of fact, anything that needs transportation via a truck.
That's another thing, man. Why you bring up trucks?
Frank, your mic again. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I'm putting it on my head so I don't hear me breathe.
Don't worry about it. He in the gym, fellas.
Nah, but the truckers, the truckers been striking like crazy too.
Yeah.
All up north, so that's gonna even make it even worse. Like for supply, I really don't know if everybody. I don't really understand how all of this is just keep happening. Where the supply chain, because I'm pissed off about the supply chain thing. We having to search for parts and trying to get stuff for jobs and can't even sell it. I'm pissed off about it as a little man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just, everybody, I'm almost like that lady that said, shut up and dribble, shut up and drive. Let go. Get the stuff here. Because it's just creating a lot of problems where manufacturers can't really get no equipment. So, like Stacey said, it's a bad market, but I think this being forced to be a bad market. I think you say it all the time, Stacey, I think they're forcing the money out of the system.
Yeah. Raising the gas prices, not everyone, but 90% of the population use oil in some form of fashion. I would say even 95%, whether it's fuel, lubrication, petroleum jelly. Well, we don't use the heat lamps anymore, but from heat, things like that. And
plastics make it 100%.
Yeah,
everybody's touched by
some form of fashion. Yeah, and it's still the same families that own the oil.
Oh yeah,
from 200 years ago. So they know the plays already. They've seen this, and you got to keep the turmoil up. So here's the thing: if the entire country is your customers, right, and you over the oil supply, you know, you could create whatever narrative you want in the media to convince the population that the price of fuel is rising up, and it is because of the war. Even though we got reserves, and like Reggie said, we only using 4% from Russia. So you can spin the narrative.
Russia is our third largest contributor for us oil. It's not even first or second. It's the third option.
And you got to keep in mind that the U.S. citizens owe these families money from years ago. So they're getting their give back. They're getting paid back. They're getting their money back. You know what I mean? So
it's a lot of, I mean, like the whole thing when you look at it, because you really got to look at it from the world view, and not just here at home. You really got to understand how all these countries really working together, because like when you understand that China is still trying to help Russia, but at the same time China trying to make, like, it's a big board game that happens to keep everything running. It's a well-oiled machine, and they do it like, I said it earlier tonight, if you really look at it, it's the same things happening over and over and over and over and over again.
Yep.
It's not something new like this. Like if we step back from everyday life and really just look at how this whole thing works, it's the same process over and over and over and over and over again. And it just like every year, every time, like that's how people know when to go buy gold. That's how people know when to go, like if you go listen to some of these books and they tell you like how to do it, they doing the same process, but you can't listen to the financial porn because they trying to throw you off the process. You try to get if you start trying to listen to them and not trust what you know, that's where you lose. You know, that's where you lose. I don't figure that out. That's one of the biggest things I figured out last year, like really just sitting down studying and focusing on how to trade and how to look at the trades and how to know when to buy in. And not listening to the other stuff. I really looked at it like, man, these people will set you up to die. You know what I mean? You lose all, and it's kind of the same thing when you look at people investing in your 401k. They setting you up to die. You know what I mean? Like they're not really trying to help you, but they pay it off like, oh yeah, we're gonna help you get this, and this. But in reality, they taking all the money.
And in Money Master the Game, they talk about that.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people don't know. But when they get ready to retire, and when they look at the amount of fees that they paid to the people that was managing their 401k, and then there are some tax implications that you may see also when you get ready to withdraw your money. And I talked to some of my uncles, and I listened to them. They be telling me stories, you know, about either you can only get so much, or if you don't need it, you gotta take it out or you be penalized. And these are real life stories. So I'm listening to them tell me these stories about, you know, they worked all their lives and now they're at retirement and they still got all these rules that they gotta follow in order to get their retirement. You know, and you know, they may not need it, but they have to take it. Or if you're at retirement age and you want to work, well, you can't make but X amount of dollars, because if you make more than that, they're going to stop your retirement. So,
and especially if you're a retired veteran. Bro, that junk is so unfair how they do them.
Really?
Yeah. My dad going through it now.
And that's the craziest part.
They got it boxed in where you can only make so much, or
and then if you're married, if your spouse makes so much, they count that, man. You're like, man, you can't do nothing. It's ugly.
But you know, the crazy part, I think people have been saying the same, not exactly the same conversations, but similar, the same conversation that we're having right now. People have probably been having them for hundreds of years, man.
Yeah.
You know, well, not hundreds, but you know, because to me, you know, America's not that old. Let's just say 100 years. They've been saying the same thing. You know, workers' rights. This isn't right. They shouldn't do this. They shouldn't do that.
But I'm gonna tell you the truth. Y'all might not like me when I finish talking. I'm gonna tell you the truth right now. You know,
I already know what you're gonna say.
I'm on the side with the other folks. That's why I'm trying to do everything in my power to
You
get
do
on
it
their
yourself.
side of
Do
that.
it your way, huh?
To get it on, I want to be on the side with the people that make decisions and don't really care. I'm tired of being on the side where I have to take shit. Remember that movie when he said, what was the name of that movie? When he said, when he told that man, "How did you become mayor?" He said, "Every day you got to be ready to eat a bowl of shit." You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of eating the bowls of shit. You know what I mean?
A wise person once said, a wise person on here once said, money is always being made. You just got to be on the right side of the check.
Yep. I think that was Reggie. I think Reggie said that one. I be hearing Reggie all the time. Reggie be having some great quotes. Now, shit, they think I don't know who said that. I know.
That's from the book of Reggie.
That's the book of Reggie. Nigga Rummers. Negro Rummers.
That's from the book of Sandwich Money.
Hey, man. Reggie came in hot. He been ever since he been with the group. Reggie, man, hey, man, Reggie. Told you, man, Reggie asset. Reggie know, hey, Reggie think we don't be listening to him. We just don't say nothing. We say Reggie shine.
Yeah, I'm with you though, Frank. I'm with you on that. You want to be on the other side of the table?
I want to be on the other side of the table. That's why I'm finna do DoorDash, sell t-shirts, run my AV business. Shoot, I might wash a car or two by the time y'all see me out here hustling. Just know I'm trying to get to the other side, and I'm gonna get it over with. And that's one of the things I learned about that book. That's why I love you, Sam. If you wouldn't have brought that book up, that book put a fire up in my ass. I'm gonna tell you, I put a M80 up there. That motherfucker blew up.
I thought about that. Myself, Frank. I got I got all the equipment that you need to do like a detailing business or like house pressure washing, all that kind of stuff.
Shit, Reggie, we gonna get together and start making some money then. We finna, hey. I'm very intentional.
I was seriously thinking like, well, maybe not necessarily me to do it, but find some kid, like lease out the equipment and say, hey, go make some money.
Well, my house need to be pressure washed, so I can be your first client. I'll be your first client.
I'm gonna tell you though, I'm like so intentional right now. Like, you know, I'm thinking about a lot of stuff, but I ain't gonna say that on live TV. But I'm so intentional right now. I'm basically just eat, sleep, money making shit.
On live.
You got to find a young kid, Nicole, to do it, because I'll just roll up with it, start it up, and hit it for 30 seconds, and be like, "Oh, you good?"
And I'll tell you, thank you.
You need some young kid. You need some young kid with a whole bunch of energy.
Really, Nicole,
you know, sometimes these young kids, these young kids now.
Nicole, you can rent it from him and spray it off yourself, and that way you can save money from going to Home Depot.
I'm not about to do that. I don't mind renting it from him, but I'm not gonna do it myself.
Well,
I even got the driveway and cement washer.
So why did you get Reggie? So
all the brushes and stuff, the attachment. Just because I bought all that stuff for the car, and I was like, well, you know, if I get it all as a set, it ain't gonna send me back much more money. So why not?
Hey,
well, you bought it and you're not doing nothing with it.
I use it all on the cars.
Oh, okay.
I use it all on the car because, yeah, man, I remember I took my car to get detailed a couple years ago, and I was like, man, it costs like $120 to detail the car, and I was like, man, for $120, you could probably get, you know, half of this equipment. And then when you think about it, it's like if you get your car detailed once a month, you get your car detailed. You know, you're looking at a few grand. And I know I ain't got, but maybe I probably got $800 worth of equipment I know I went a little overboard, but that's all right. At least I know I can detail my car for free whenever I feel like it.
Let me ask you a question. So think about what you said, Reggie. If people get their cars detailed 2 times a month, the amount of money they're spending, do you realize, and this is my thought process now, in my mind, that money I'm spending on those details, I can watch myself and go buy me a company that's gonna make me more money.
Yes, sir.
That's what my head at. Like I'm trying to cut out paying anybody for anything except for the people I gotta pay, and I'm putting it in, and I'm trying to generate more companies.
A wise man also said a long time ago, I try to spend everything that I can on assets. Mm-hmm. And true retirement happens when your assets are covering your liabilities. And so if I'm spending money on stuff, I'm like, okay, I can buy all this stuff for my car, but it's also tools that I can use for set building. So it's still a tax write-off. So the thing is I'll spend the money if I can find a business excuse for it. If I can find a good, solid business excuse for it, I'll spend the money on it. Hey, and the stuff can go to play. Like everything you're talking, like everything for T-shirts and stuff, I loaned that out to a friend for helping me move right before the pandemic. I got all that stuff for T-shirts. The press, the clam press, the cry cut, the vinyl cutter, all that stuff. I loaned that stuff to a friend for helping me move because I'm like, well, I'm just sitting on it, ain't making me no money. So at least he's making money with it.
Well, you know what this was going through my head right now, hearing you talk about all this stuff. Somebody inventing an app that will allow them to rent all that stuff you're talking about. They could just rent it for an amount of time and they would actually pay you. You could get a whole network of people say, John got a lawnmower over there, but Mrs. Johnson don't have a lawnmower, but they need a lawnmower to cut this grass. You could rent. You could actually rent. Just it.
Turo has done that.
Everything, huh?
It's just like Turo. Turo changed the game when it came to cars, and you got the app that does that. There's pluses and minuses to all that.
Yeah. Do something like that, man. I mean, don't you put it out there as hey, don't buy it. You can rent it.
Yeah,
rent it from us.
I've thought about that. I've thought about that a lot, but between things like insurance and having to have two, because when you rent something out, a lot of times it don't come back the same way that it went out, and then you've got maintenance and things like that. That
now
alone,
you got a credit card linked to it. It'll come back.
Now
I got a credit card linked to it.
Now, I wouldn't mind finding, because I was really hoping that I could find some younger kid while I was in school. Because remember, I graduated in May of last year. I was keeping my eye out real hard for some, young, early 20s, kid in school that could take all this equipment, go make a buck, and just pay me 15%. And be like, hey, you go do your thing and use the equipment and pay me a percentage of what you make.
I got somebody looking for equipment right now. He came and did my 3 cars this weekend.
There you go.
Well, we got our own. Hey, man. Ooh.
Well, we'll reach out to me. Talk to me about it, because I legit do have it. I've got it all, and it's all in pristine condition.
Okay.
Ready to go. Professional grade stuff. Everything from the vacs to gas powered pressure washers.
Okay. Yeah. He was over here yesterday. I got all my cars detailed yesterday.
Yep.
Man,
I even got the foam. I even got the foam cannon.
The foam cannon.
Oh yeah.
The foam cannon.
Yeah. That's the one that spray your car look like it's covered with milk.
Yep. You gotta make the bins look pretty. I gotta make the neighbors jealous.
Yeah. It covers your car over with foam.
Yeah,
all you gotta do is you good. Your car looks shiny, new.
Yeah. You with the foam cannon, people know you mean business.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on. Tell me about that foam cannon. Can never mind.
Man, the foam cannon make it look like everything covered in milk.
Ooh,
that's
good for a car wash. Can we hold on, Reggie? Before you say
that's where it came from.
Can we have
that's what distinguishes the professionals from the amateurs.
Can we have next play car wash with the phone? Raise some
Are
money.
are we doing a fundraiser?
Yeah, we're gonna do a fundraiser, and we're gonna take the money and invest it in the stock, and everybody, we make money off of it. Let's do that.
Listen, I'll collect the money.
Venue that puts up the water.
We're gonna do everything digital. I don't trust. You gotta pay with a card.
I don't steal.
We ain't say no steal, but money make people act funny. That's the thing.
It's true.
We gotta do digital.
I just wanted to have an easy task because I'm not gonna be watching nobody's cars.
You want all the money. You got equal work, equal pay.
I'm gonna help in a different.
Help what? You can't trust you. You can't trust you anyway.
Oh really?
Chinese, no.
I'll be setting up SPAC. I can't wait till we go into this after hours because I'm not
setting up SPAC companies that don't do nothing. Nah, that's all right.
Well, I want to make sure everybody's participating. Then I'll watch the car.
We're gonna get you down there on the drying side. You just wait, shake your head back and forth, shake your head back and forth. That's all you gotta do.
Y'all so funny.
I'm just saying though. Why not?
I know how to wash cars.
I just love tools, man. I got all kinds of tools because you can make stuff with tools. And
we're ready. I may need to use your pressure washer.
Tools are assets. Got a garage full of them.
But you gotta make it move.
That's true. Yeah, but just like now, it's like I'd like to think that I'm wise enough to, like I said, when I run across the right deal on a good tool that I know can be used as an asset, I'll purchase it even though I don't have an immediate plan for it.
Wow.
Because I know that somewhere down the line, I will I'll be able to do that. Just like I just bought I told you last week I just bought that AC unit for like $140.
Yeah.
It was like $140, and because it's out of season, and I know that once summer hits, and if summer's going to be crazy hot this year, then I'll either be able to use it or I'll be able to convert it and sell it for $400 like that.
Makes sense. Then buy stock.
It just sits.
Mr. Franco, I hear you, Frank. It's about them businesses, about them companies, huh?
That's right. If I got 100 companies giving me $25 a month.
There you go.
Hey, Reg.
Yep.
Go in the chat. I'm getting ready to send you a phone number. And this is the guy that I was telling you about that was looking for that stuff. I'm getting ready to send you his phone number. All right.
I don't see anything in the chat. It says in-call messages. It's blank right now.
It ain't in there right now. I'm getting ready to put it in there now.
No worries. You guys all have my number too, right? You can reach out.
Yeah. I got your number.
I got your number.
I want to call you. I was gonna call you last week.
I got your number. I'm just giving you his. He just told me give it to you because he's serious. He's looking for something. What is it?
Economics at its best. Make money on a Sunday. It's going up on a Sunday.
Gotta be, man. Gotta have that group economics.
Economics at its best, man. That's the thing, man. Get more people in, man, and everybody can make money, and we do business and turn people on. That's a good thing, man. I love y'all. Yeah. All right, man. It's coming up on the top of the hour, man. It's 9 o'clock, man, and let's get it together. What everybody got going for the week?
Oh,
well, I'm gonna buy some more stocks.
You gonna buy what? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna buy some more stocks. Probably I'm gonna look at them tomorrow. I gotta figure. Gamal didn't send. He didn't put the ticker on there for that last thing he sent over. Gamal be finding good stuff.
Yeah.
The unicorn.
I really wish he'd come. Like, I really wish I missed that one because last year I made a lot of money off Gamal.
Yeah, you did.
I made a lot of money off Gamal last year. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
I thought you were gonna buy him a Christmas gift one time.
Man,
I can't.
He had to go out of town and work.
Yeah, because he's still working out of town, right?
Hey man, Gamal. I made a lot. Hey, I don't know how that boy be finding 99-cent stocks and stuff. They turn into $20.
Well, I mean, him and Miranda turned me on to look like the penny stocks. So I mean, I do nothing wrong with those penny stocks.
Nah, because actually the strategy we gonna start talking about here in a couple of weeks kind of involves some of them penny stocks.
Mm-hmm. Just let them stocks.
Yeah, them penny stocks actually are now a good thing. From what I understand, and we're gonna try it out. The penny stocks actually was making me go and do DoorDash and everything else to try to build my trading account up higher, because the crazy part is the penny stocks will pay you more than what they're worth the stock. You can, you from understanding of what I understand, and I've listened to it and I've studied it a little bit on my own. You basically they explain it like you actually can pay off the stock and actually own the stock free and clear. You actually won't have no money tied up in the stock.
Yep. You can.
You can actually own the stock like you actually own a house, and the stock just be making you money. So the penny stocks are actually what we finna go to it with a little bit. We finna, I've been doing it, and to be honest with you, somebody gave out the information today. If y'all were taking notes,
I haven't looked at penny stocks in like forever. As a matter of fact, crypto has been my penny stocks for the last 3-4 years.
And the crazy part, you can do it with crypto too.
Crypto. Like I said, put in sandwich money. Hopefully you get, house money out of it.
Yeah, I've been using my shopping money, so I'm proud of myself. I haven't shopped in 2 weeks. So
wow. Thank you for your
contributions.
Yes, my contributions, my shopping contributions have went to stock.
2 whole weeks. We're gonna put you in Shoppers Anonymous.
Yeah. I probably need to get some help. I do, honestly. I mean, I have these clothes in my room. I don't know where they're gonna go. They're gonna go out of here.
I'm telling you, sell them and then turn around and
sell them and buy you some company.
I just don't have.
You might want to hold on to that for a minute, Nicole. For a minute, don't get rid of all of it right now, Nicole, because you just got a business, and now that you have a business, you might need to be looking at charitable donations.
That's what I do. I told you I give it to the domestic, the people that come and pick up.
But I'm talking about as a tax write-off.
Oh, I do use it for a tax write-off. You said for a business, for a business.
Neither one of y'all know that. Ever since my daughter introduced me to Uptown Cheapskate, all her clothes gonna be sold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe I need to just sell my clothes. I mean, I need to look into that. But I mean, I have clothes with tags. I really think when my dad died, I really think that that was probably my way of grieving, and I didn't realize that I was grieving. I was just spending money and and it's ridiculous. Like, I got to a point like 2 weeks ago where I wanted somebody to just come get all the shit out of here, because all of my closets are full. So in my room, it's like at least eight tubs. And I didn't know, what was that, 6 years ago? I guess I was just moving and just shopping.
Boutique in your house.
I do.
You got cross colors.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
You need to sell all of it, and you'll have enough money to invest in your business.
That's what I'm saying.
In your stocks.
I'll tell you what. Even if you don't sell them, you could, like, I personally know someone that would sell them for you and take a percentage.
I know somebody too.
That's what they do for a living. All they do is
the Quest that does that.
I sell them for
that's right.
That's what I was talking about. I was talking about Sequester does.
Yeah, so I just have to have the time is just a big factor with me. Just having the time to sit here and go through all of it.
You just said you don't go shopping no more.
No, that was for 2 weeks. I haven't been shopping in 2 weeks.
So tomorrow you going shopping?
No, I mean,
honestly, Nicole, you can find, some kid, especially some fashion conscious female, who's got the time on their hands to literally just take the tubs. Yeah. Take the tubs, go through, steam and iron the stuff, take pictures of it, make it presentable, and then sell it. And again, you just give them a percentage of it. And then you ain't got to worry about
it. I tell you what,
you ain't got to lift the finger.
Drop the tubs off over here to me. You know what I'm saying? I handle all the logistical
Franco could be your Franco could be your teenage girl
of the pie, since you don't want to be bothered with it. I make it easy for you. Right now, I'm super focused on everything. So I find the person, and me and them will work out all the numbers, and we'll bring you a cut at the end.
Franco will be your teenage girl.
I'm gonna be the teenage girl.
Reggie got one off.
I'm gonna make sure you get your percentage, because like I said, I'm trying to get to the barn. Call it what you want to.
Me too.
That's what I'm saying. So drop them over here. Let me talk to some folk. So, Quest, I'm gonna backline you. We gonna see if we can work tag team. You ain't in Georgia, so we gonna work
She's
this
not
thing
far.
and we gonna get all this together, and me and you will talk a percentage, and then I talk with her in a minute on percentages later.
It's all about helping each other. Helping each other. I really
help you, help me, help you.
I really would just, what I normally do, I just I stopped giving stuff to Goodwill. So that's why I do the kidney plays, because, I just write it off. They give me a slip every year.
Oh man, thank y'all for joining us here on Next Play Investors. This is a great Sunday, man. We always having a great time talking the mastermind, where we talk about investments, things that we're doing to try to get it to build generational wealth, to be able to do all kinds of things that deal with money and showing each other how we doing it. Y'all got to stay tuned, because over the next couple of weeks we're gonna be bringing a whole new way to do options. I'm going to be doing DoorDash and some other gig work on top of running my business and top of doing my other stuff. But I'm gonna take the money and we're just gonna put it into the market, and we're gonna talk about it and show how you can make money consistently, and we're gonna actually do it so that people can see it. So that's one of the things on the show that we're gonna be coming up with, where we're gonna be showing how anybody can actually take a little bit of money and start to flip it, and then it can keep growing. And so that's the goal for the whole point of this year, is to start showing and giving everybody everything that's going on. We definitely want you to join the Facebook group, share, give it to a friend of a friend, come back and chill. Sometimes come in and actually come in and actually be a part of the group, ask questions or whatever else. We're gonna be showing a lot of things this year, because we worked really hard over the last couple of years to learn how to make this work. Make sure you go check out Money Master the Game. If you want to really learn about some different concepts and hear other people talk about the same stuff that we talk about. We're definitely going to be getting into covered calls. Covered calls is the thing that we're really going to be doing really soon, and that's really what the program is that I'm going to use DoorDash for, is to use it to make covered calls. So we're going to be doing a whole lot of things, building trading accounts, talking about credit. We got some other people that's going to be coming around soon to bring more information. Definitely stay tuned. Definitely thank you for coming out and chilling with Next Play Investors, and I definitely want to tell y'all for the whole time, like, we appreciate y'all, and join the group. Make sure you actually have a good time, and that's pretty much it. Y'all have a wonderful night. Enjoy your